where Zarco, Valentino Rossi and Suzuki's Andrea Iannone. Row 2, Andrea Dovizioso, Jack Miller, the only leads row 3 after that 6th place grid penalty yesterday at the end of Q2. He's on that 3rd row with Alex Rins and Alvaro Bautista. 13th place for Scott Redding. He leads row 5 from Michele Pirro, in for the injured Jorge Lorenzo and Xavier Simeonis. Tom Luthi, Franco Morbidelli, Cal Crutchlow's LCR Honda replacement Stefan Bradl and Carol. Row 8 here in Sepang.
The National Circuit, 103,984 fans.
Differentials in terms of the tyre choice then. Jack Miller on the Alma Pramac Ducati has gone for that medium. Bar Franco Morbidelli on the Mark VDS Honda and Scott Redding on the Aprilia have gone for the medium front tyre. So,
Mick, what's it like to race here in these temperatures?
Well, Simon, you've done it. It's you know, but as you're well aware, when you're in these suits, when you're not moving, it's really difficult. As soon as you get a bit of air stop, you just want to get out of that suit.
Thanks, Mick.
Pleasure.
Great to hear from 5-time world champion.
Of course, Marc Marquez matching his 5 Premier Class world titles. He were running the Mick Doohan replica boots and gloves last for Malaysia Motorsport. A proud day for Hafiz Sarin and his family and friends gathered here at the Sepang.
The spectators are here to witness a 20-lap race. The question is, do we get 20 laps in before those dark clouds appear?
The box is rapidly disappearing behind some thick grey cloud cover. Let's hope we don't get any disruptions. Marc Marquez for only the 3rd time in his career in MotoGP, starting from outside of that top back in 2015, and right here in the rain conditions 1 year ago when he started from 7th and top Honda on the grid, believe it or not.
Zarco late to the grid, but he takes pole position. The last time he coming up. MotoGP hits Malaysia. The lights go out. Horror show start. Coming through though is the Bologna Bullet of Andrea Dovizioso. Jack Miller is also there as well.
Recover off that sluggish start to Yamaha 1-2 as they sweep through the first 2 corners.
There's Marc Marquez. We're now looking back at Marquez and Danny Pedrosa touch there.
Bit of friendly fire or unfriendly fire. The ground there did the Suzuki man, so it's Rossi sweeping through turn 5 for the first time from Zarco. Jack
looking there at that mirror back to Johan Zarco. A quick Maverick Vinales check. He's still in 11th. Finds up a move on his old rival Andrea Dovizioso into turn 9.
And he's got through on Dovizioso. Marquez then brilliantly up the inside of Dovizioso on the brakes into turn number 9. Still Rossi though. The Holzia Bandi. Marquez now up into 5th.
Marquez is going to try and pull the pin here, and a move coming into turn 14.
Hafiz Sarin started last in 23rd place. He's already up inside the top 12. He's 12, right behind Maverick Vinales.
Valentino Rossi, who will lead over the line.
And the good news is for Malaysian fans.
Marquez almost down.
Hafiz Sarin, the good news for Malaysian fans, I was about to say, there was no jump start, so what a launcher, what a great podium of the season for him. He's crashed out at turn 15 on the very first lap.
Around turn 2 we go. Here is the Tech 3 rider. Well, he was emotional down on the grid, but he's pumped up at the moment.
Star machine, then he started from the front row for the first time since Austin, Texas. Marquez had the big moment in front.
Break maybe, who knows, but...
You're right, guys, it's his reaction.
Yeah.
Like, automatically you put a bit of input into
Marquez to either lose the front or ping himself into orbit, losing the rear. So, unfortunate that for Andrea Iannone. That did on the opening lap, but Dovizioso hasn't got great early rhythm at the moment. The top 4 ahead of him, almost half a second now.
Jack Miller here is in 3rd place, the Aussie, but he's being hunted down by the world champion. Beating down on Andrea Dovizioso. That's a battle we've seen plenty of times before. He gets into the slipstream now. Further.
Yeah, Vinales did not get the start he wanted. He's got an awful lot of work to do to repeat that Phillip Island heroics. 7th place on the grid for the 2nd year in a row here in Malaysia. He's finally up into the podium places after what, just 2.
For him, Valentino Rossi it is though, that still leads this one from Zarco. Now Marquez is going to try.
Some folds, of course, with that medium rear tyre on. The 3 in front of him at this stage of the race, in theory, should have the slightly better grip. Marquez, Zarco and Rossi. Miller will be hoping that that tyre comes really to him in the second half of the race.
Away past Alvaro Bautista at the moment, but cannot. Ducati's notoriously difficult to pass, and there's a gap.
Effect, isn't it, with Vinales and Bautista? Everything you gain on the brakes going into the corner, the Ducati's grunt, and actually even a year-old Ducati, of course. Alvaro Bautista back on the GP17 here this weekend after that season best 4th place.
To find a